Hello there and welcome to the 100-day video challenge that I've set for myself in order to be more consistent at posting on YouTube and also better at talking to the camera in general. So for those who have been following my journey so far may have noticed that yesterday I took a breathing day, which basically means that what I'm doing is I'm actively choosing when I take a break and when I get back into posting, because at the end of the day this is a big experiment to see how this actually goes. And I feel like for my fellow overworkers out there that I will be your guide to remind you that you can take a break and that it is okay sometimes to let the work rest for a minute, because what can also happen in the time when you allow rest is a better reflection on what's working and what isn't. Also, it allows your body to just chill out for a minute, provided you can get your mindset to agree to that. That's a whole other conversation. But it is so important to allow our bodies to have a break. And quite a while ago, I read a book that was called The Art of Resting. I can't remember the author, but I'm sure if you type in The Art of Rest, that it'll pop up for you. And fun fact, one of the main ways, or the number one way that the book said to rest is not watching videos. It is actually reading, because it requires your focus and it requires you to be in the presence of the book, and it creates the most relaxing sensation that is the highest form of rest according to the book. I don't know if it's fully facts, but they made a book about it, so surely it's got some stuff in there. Another one was going for a walk. Getting your body moving is definitely something to allow yourself to release whatever's going on. Sometimes just the movement helps things move in your body too, and just a change of environment, like I've said before as well, is highly valuable. And all the oxygen and stuff that we get from the environment too when we go for a walk that's outside in particular is very, very good for us. And once again, I'll remind you, it's okay to have a break. And in saying that, I had taken a break from doing pretty intense joust training for a little while. But what I've been doing is working on smaller things in the meantime. So working on different ways of building strength, or making things for my armor that still align with the goals of jousting. And some days it just doesn't go to plan. Like, go out to train, but horses hurt itself, which I've learnt is a thing. Well, it is a thing. Dark Lord managed to injure his leg, but he's okay, but he needs time to repair. And some days just time schedules don't line up too, and that's okay. What I found helps in those times is being adaptable. So if I go out and I've lined up maybe training for a day, but something's happened with the others because I need help with what I'm doing for jousting, I'll be like, cool, I could do groundwork with the horses. I could just do connection work. Like, I could research different jousting styles, or I could just do my own body movements, is still contributing to the thing, whether that's in a big capacity or a small capacity. And what I found, what I thought was very insignificant actions really accumulated to bigger things. And it's something that I've been talking about in bits and pieces along this channel, about how our smaller actions actually contribute to really big ones. And today that really hit home for me, because I managed to do I had a goal of doing like 20 passes with a heavier lance in armor, and I managed to do that today plus some. And I was like, holy shit. It sort of opened my perspective about what is possible, and I feel like that's really important about what this journey is teaching me as well. Not just the content creation side, but the jousting journey and any journey has always got something to teach us. So I encourage you to do two things. Number one, have a break. Whether it's going out for a walk, or it's reading a book, or I don't know, something detached from social media. And number two, when you're ready after your break, find those small actions that still do contribute to your goals and remember to value them, because they are the foundation of this building that you make, this structure, this foundation of this being that you're creating. And it needs to be valued because it's so easy to overlook. And it's the moments where you can be most present and be like enjoying the journey in those moments too. So I hope that helps somebody out there in the big wide interwebs. Thank you so much for hanging around. This one actually took me like good 6 or 7 goes to complete this video. So thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. And I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Fun fact, we're going to be going on a road trip very soon, but I'll explain more about that later. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.